It's actually Thursday now. It's the next day. Yesterday I went for the walk, came home, did a talk. It's 27 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is unbelievable. So this is another long walk and talk, rambling video. I talk about several things. I talk about my American perspective of the Kate state, the state of Kate, and the bullshit and all that. My opinion of everything that's going on as an American, and some gossip and some entertainment dramatization, and meaning I just talk about speculation. And yeah, so as I was making the video, there was this supposed sighting of Kate, and I was saying, well, I don't know, looks very off to me. And people were like, it's her, no, it's not her, it's her. My whole thing was, whether it was really her or not her, there were so many people who were divided. It wasn't like just a handful of people who were like, it's not her. It was literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Thousands of people saying that doesn't look like her, and then thousands of likes on those comments. So, you know, that is something I think. Whether or not you think it was her, it wasn't her, whether or not you think something's going on or not, whether or not you give a shit. Well, if you don't give a shit, you probably won't watch this video, because why would you? But my point is, obviously not everything is all copacetic as it should be, because if it was, then it would be. And the fact that that's a big ass recycling truck, the fact that there's so much bullshit going on and they haven't produced a clear, obviously current photo or video of her, even just to say, hey y'all, I'm healing, thanks for the concern. That's very fishy. Something's fishy in Buckingham and Sandringham and all the other hams. Something's fishy up in here. I've popped the video on at the end, and then I took a whole bunch of screenshots. I'm just gonna set this here for 1 second. I took a whole bunch of screenshots and posted them, so you can make your own opinion. Good morning, my lovely peaches. It's been a while. I'm looking a little tired, because I kind of am. I'm walking home from the bus stop, and I thought, I have nothing to say. I don't want to make a video today. I haven't made a video in a while. I did make an hour-long video that I haven't even watched. I just recorded it and then shared it privately for myself. And I'm thinking it will be a Patreon video about SP obsession, healing from SP obsession, and why people get obsessed with specific people, in my opinion. Anyway, now it's 40 minutes later. I came inside for a second and I ended up taking 40 minutes. Now I'm actually gonna go for a walk. I was thinking, like, hey, let me just keep walking for a walk. But my keys. Yesterday was officially spring. Yesterday was officially spring and also the coldest day in a long while. I think I'm gonna zip up. Now I'm right back where I started because I forgot my scarf. I was just thinking like, oh, maybe I should script the video out. Script out the video like some people suggest. So I script out an outline of what I want to cover. I'm trying to keep my hair. Hey. I had to run back. I came out and I was like, wow. Oh, so I was like in the middle of saying yesterday was the first day of spring. And it was also like the coldest day in a while. And as I was saying that, I'm like walking outside, about to go on this 45-minute walk. And I'm like, wait, my neck feels so bare. I'm cold. So I had to run back, get my scarf. I grabbed my hat just in case. And I changed out my water because I had a bottle of water that was like already half empty, half full, whatever. So got a full water bottle, my scarf, my hat, and there's a lot of people out. Just saw another motherfucker with his dog off a leash, and that is illegal. I don't care if you're from someplace where that's not illegal, but it's illegal here. And it's dangerous and it's stupid and it's selfish and it's against the law. And I hate people who think that they can just do it. Like, go do it in your own backyard where you have a fence and it's safe, where your dog's not going to get hit by a car or run off after an animal or a kid or a person that it wants to jump up on or whatever the case that it can do because it's an animal. And it's off of a leash. Oh, I get so mad about that. And after that, another lady opened her front door. Her dog ran out, stopped on the sidewalk, and then she came out after it and then put his leash on. The dog looked like it might have been an old dog, but, and I understand that dogs love to run free, but when you live in a tight community with a lot of people and kids and cars, it's incredibly irresponsible to leave your dog off of a leash. You never know what might happen to your dog, to somebody else, to another dog, and it's just so irresponsible, and it's literally against the law here, but people just do not care, and it frustrates me so much. I'm an animal lover. I'm vegan. I respect animals completely. However, I also feel that if you want to have a pet, but you can't accommodate that pet's needs, then you shouldn't have that pet. So if you don't have a fenced-in yard, you shouldn't have a dog that you can't let off a leash. Like if the dog can't run around your apartment, or you don't have an apartment that has a small little yard that's safe, then if you feel like you have to have a big dog in an apartment with no yard, I feel like that's kind of cruel. But if you're going to do that, then I feel like it's your responsibility to take your dog to a dog park where you're allowed to take them off the leash and they can run around free, if that's what you're allowed to do at a dog park. So it's not on society to have to deal with your dog running free and leashless because, you know, Sparky needs to get his little run on. Well, if you want to have Sparky get his run on, then either run with him with a leash on or take him somewhere where it's appropriate. Your own backyard, close the gate, dog park, okay? Stop putting people at risk. Stop putting your dog at risk. If you truly loved your dog, you wouldn't put your dog at risk and you wouldn't put other people at risk. So that's my rant over. I feel like this is super bouncy. So My method of doing a video has always been that I have an outline of what I want to say, or have a topic that I really want to talk about. And if it's not a topic I'm going to do a lot of research, if it's a topic where I'm going to do a lot of research and try to show facts and things, then in that case I will take the time. I'll do the research. I'll look things up. I'll make sure what I'm thinking or saying is based on, what really happened or something. But the fact is that my thoughts flow through the process of starting to talk about the thing. So anyway, let's start to talk about the thing. So the thing I want to talk about this video is, hello, my lovely peaches. How are you? I hope you're well. Welcome and welcome back if you're not new. And welcome if you are new. Some videos I sit in my room and I throw up a lot of graphics. I throw a lot of graphics up and things like that. And other videos I just do walk and talks. And this is a walk and talk. I have work for my clients that I have to do when I get back home. I kind of had the urge to go for a walk earlier. Like I literally was like, oh, I have nothing to say. And I was like, actually, I do have things to say. But instead of just walking in my pajama pants and slippers, which is what I had on to take my son to the bus stop, I was like, let me actually put on some clothes. And I checked my email and I decided, I'll just actually go to the store and I'll turn this into an errand because I have like 3 or 4 things that I want to buy anyway. And I can get to a store in about the amount of time I probably would have been out walking. So, do several things at once, and then I could record my thoughts and make a video. So I could walk, do errands, let my thoughts out, and then have content. There's somebody right there when I popped out. It's kind of hard to make a video walking to the store when there's literally people everywhere. I guess, yeah, it's early. People are leaving for work. So I kind of wanted to talk about the British royal family obsession lately, what I want to do with my channel, with my time, with my energy. What videos do I want to make and pour into? Do I want to do another Wendy Adelson? I kind of lost the urge, I did that other video. I said if I get 1,000 views, I'll make part 2. I started to, but it's so much work and I'm not getting paid for it. When it's a passion project and I'm motivated and inspired by myself, that's all good. But when you spend 40 plus hours on a video and then it doesn't even get 1,000 views, it's like, ugh. Yeah, it's fun, it's great, but at the same time, if it's not going to get any traction, or it's different if it's like something I'm doing for my own mental health, then I don't care if it gets 5 views or none. I just want to add to what I was saying as I was walking through the parking lot, that if it's your job and you're getting paid for it, like Georgia Kappelman or Emily D. Baker. Emily D. Baker makes videos on YouTube and she gets paid for that. So she can spend all day, all week doing it because she's getting paid. Georgia Kappelman or many other lawyers who are on the case, they're getting paid to do the investigations and to do it, and they have other jobs for doing whatever. So me as a creator on YouTube who's doing it on my own free time, not getting paid, I'm monetized sort of, like you can join me as a member. You can send me a super chat or a super thanks, but I don't have any ads or anything, so I'm not getting revenue. So for all the thousands of watch hours that I'm gaining, I'm not making a penny. So with all of that, I just wanted to say, yes, it's my passion project, but when the passion project becomes just work and I'm working for free and I'm not doing like my chores, I'm not being with my kids, I'm not taking care of myself, then it's not a passion project, it's an obsession. So I just want to clarify that I'm happy to do things that are enjoyable, that I'm inspired and motivated to do because it's a passion, but then I have to balance it between being a good mom, being good to myself, doing the work I need to do so I can keep my clients, keep them happy, and get new clients. So all of this is to just add that, yeah, it's great to make videos and I enjoy when people view it. Like I was saying, if I'm doing it like my own mental health or personal walk and talk, or I'm just sharing my thoughts, like this video, for example, if this video gets 5 views, so be it. I don't mind when I'm doing a video because I'm pouring my heart out, my soul out, and I'm really just, it's actually for my own benefit. Then I don't mind if nobody watches because I'm doing it for me. So people watching, it's just a bonus. But if I'm spending 40 plus hours on a video, you know, whatever it is that really matters to me, and I feel like the work that I'm putting in should, you know, what is it? ROI, return on my investment. I care about it. So I care about the ROI, the return on my investment, on some videos more than others. And that's only natural. So I just wanted to clarify that. Okay, so I took way the hell longer in the store than I planned. And I had planned to be back home already. And the alarm just went off. So many damn wires. So anyway, I thought I was going to be home by 9:20 at the latest. And it's like 9:35 right now. Or almost 9:40. My alarm went off for me to send a reminder to my client. However, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not supposed to be, air quotes, supposed to be somewhere that I'm not. I'm not late. I'm not late for anything. I'm not missing a deadline. It's 9:40, 9:45, Wednesday morning. I got work to do. So they didn't have the cleaner I wanted, but I got something instead. And I got the garbage bags I needed, and they were actually on sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. So I said, fuck it. These are kind of hard to find. They don't have them at, I don't think they have them in either of the stores that I normally get my groceries delivered from. So I had to walk. So at least I got that, which I literally, at the moment in my bathroom garbage, is an empty paper towel plastic that I'm makeshifting as a garbage bag. So I was like, fuck it, I really need, and I have to take, like, it's full. Now I have a bunch of heavy shit in my bags. Let's see if I can say a few thoughts before I get home. So, 1765 to 1783. The country I live in, America, we fought against the British Crown. We said, fuck y'all, no taxation without representation. You don't own me. And then, you know, we won. Now I get to be taxed without representation for the American government instead of the British Crown. I just wanted to pop in to say, I do remember reading an article that said Prince Charles will not have to pay taxes on the inheritance that he received from his mama, Queen Elizabeth. And the reason that it was stated that he does not have to pay taxes is because they recognize that if he had to pay taxes on his inheritance, his wealth would greatly diminish. And so the crown does not have to pay taxes because they are aware that paying taxes greatly diminishes your wealth, and that it's almost impossible, if not impossible, to maintain excessive wealth when you're paying taxes. And just like in this country, multi-millionaires and billionaires, the more money you have, the less taxes you pay. And someone like me, I can pay 30, 40, 50% taxes when you add income tax, federal tax, state tax, sales tax. That's a lot of tax. And just wanting to throw this in here, that the powers that be, whether it's here in the United States or over there in the UK or wherever you are, they are more than well aware that forcing people to pay taxes greatly cuts into and reduces and diminishes your own wealth and your family's wealth and your inheritance that you can get and that you can give and that you can leave. And it's a really fucked up system, in my opinion. So instead of paying taxes to the British monarchy, I now pay income tax, sales tax, federal tax, state tax, you know, without any representation. So I saw somebody on TikTok, which I followed, and she was responding to a question like, why are you so obsessed with this Kate thing? Like, why do you even care? And her brilliant response was like, well, we don't really have anything else.
Very frustrated by the continuation
Life sucks,
of this,
our government,
whatever you want to call it.
Who's vying for who could be like the oldest tyrant? And she was just so funny, so on point. But at the same time,
So here's the thing, guys. This is all about
blindly jumps into conspiracies and likes to focus all my time and energy on whatever current crisis is the crisis de la jour. I don't want to be another channel that just puts out all the same kind of content as another channel or many other channels. You know, like, yes, I care a lot about the Adelson trial, but I'm not going to put out like every video that I do is going to be about them. Or, you know, I'm not going to try to be like another channel, like Pretty Lies and Alibis. She put out tons and tons and tons of jailhouse calls with Charlie. And I took some of that audio and I put out one. There was one call that I thought really encapsulated basically everything you needed to know. And I was like, I had enough. I mean, I listened to a lot, but I just don't need to be her. I'm not trying to do that. You know, I'm not trying to be like any of those lawyers who they break things down from a legal perspective and they get into all the court documents and they analyze things from, you know, what would happen in a court of law, what's happening in a court of law. And I'm not going to do that either. These bags are so heavy. So loud. So many cars going by, people walking by, people doing their yard work. So, and I'm out of breath because I have 3 heavy bags. But I do want to say this stuff before I get home and have to start focusing on my clients' work. But that's what I'm saying. I don't get paid for this stuff. This is my free time. And if it's something I'm passionate about, then I don't mind spending hours on it. But if it's something that's like work and I'm not getting paid for it and nobody's interested in it and I'm, you know, it's like I have a balance. I have to balance. Just like I'm not going to be Kendall Ray or any of those true crime, Stephanie Harlow. I watch them on a very limited basis. I enjoy them immensely when I do. But some of that stuff is just, ugh. My mental health cannot absorb more than just a little bit. Same with me being like a content creator who's going to talk a lot about true crime. That's not going to be my focus. My focus is self-love, healing from trauma. My focus is self-love, healing from trauma, learning how to love yourself through learning how to love yourself through the process of learning how to like yourself. And sometimes I do videos about other stuff that interests me. Okay. I am so out of breath. I have all these heavy bags. I wanted to do a walk and talk and say a bunch of stuff. And it just turned out to be kind of a hectic walk. And now I'm like carrying all this heavy stuff. And I'm a little bit late getting back home, later than I expected. But like I said, I'm not late. It's not like I have a meeting or a deadline that I'm missing. But I do want to get back and start my day. But I just wanted to say, so as an American who has interest in certain, oh wow, there's a red cardinal. And I'm not going to show it because it's somebody's house. It's right in front of. Oh, look at that. In Native American cultures, the red cardinal is seen as a symbol of vitality, energy, and passion. It is also believed to bring good luck and blessings. In general, the red cardinal is seen as a reminder to stay positive, follow your instincts, and trust your abilities. How perfect! Cute. Just if you're interested, here's a few other things that it can represent. Good fortune, loved ones who've passed, eternal life in the Christian, heaven, love and loss, warmth and joy, blood, reincarnation, God's plan, change, tapped into your own energy. How cool. Love it. I honestly always thought Kate is a mean girl, and that anybody who would want to be in that incredibly narcissistic family has to also be narcissistic. It's like there's like certain environments where only cutthroat people survive. And if you're not that cutthroat person, you're not going to do well. And my American impression of the royal family is literally like the most toxic bunch of narcissists who all think that they're better than the other and or are vying for a better spot or pushing somebody down because you're supposed to be beneath them. And I also thought, what if, and this is pure speculation, drama, no facts, just for entertainment purposes only, I personally have always believed that the royal family did have a lot to do with Princess Diana's demise for all the reasons that they would want her to not be around. And it also, so, you know, because I've been so focused on the Adelson case and then like deep diving into a family that would conspire together to actually murder one of the parents because they wanted control over the kids and the narrative and everything. And then imagine if that is actually what happened on a literally grand royal scale. What if the one day to be king's mother, the princess who was meant to be queen, was offed by his dad and grandma and grandpa, just like the Adelsons. So that's what I'm saying, entertainment purposes, dramatization, but at the same time, how many royal families have had, they off each other. I just was reading about, I think it's the same, the British royal family. There was like two one of the kings died, and he had 2 young sons, and the older son gets made king, but he's like a minor. And then I guess the uncle was made the regent or something, and he's like, okay, let me take the nephews to safety. He takes them off to some castle, and then they're never seen or heard from again.
According to PBS, after Edward's death, the prince's uncle was crowned King Richard III, and the boys were sent to live at the Tower of London. However, they disappeared in the autumn of 1483, and legend has it they were killed on Richard's orders.
The Princess in the Tower refers to the mystery of the fate of the deposed King Edward V of England and his younger brother, Prince Richard of Shrewsbury, Duke of York, heirs to the throne of King Edward IV of England. The brothers were the only sons of the king by his queen, Elizabeth Woodville, living at the time of their father's death in 1483, aged 12 and 9 years old. They were lodged in the Tower of London by their paternal uncle and England's regent, Richard, Duke of Gloucester, supposedly in preparation for Edward V's forthcoming coronation. Before the young king could be crowned, however, he and his brother were declared illegitimate. Some of that is myth, some of it is true. And to me, wanting to be in a family like that is ludicrous. It's insane. There's no, there's no like Fab Four. You can't be Fab Four when you're in a power-hungry dynamic. I think the camera was dirty. Like Princess Diana. That's what I'm saying. When your husband is insanely jealous because you're more popular than him, and the grandma's like, yeah, put that girl in her place. And that girl doesn't feel like yet that girl has the nerve to have the audacity to think, actually, I don't have to put up with being cheated on. I don't have to keep your fucking family secrets. I don't have to take the fall and the blame. I'm going to tell the truth. And truth is anathema to those people. People who hide and lie and pretend. And my American perspective is that's gross. And that's not something to aspire to. It's nothing to be warm and fuzzy about or to even have pride in. It also, it has nothing to do with merit. It has nothing to do with who deserves it, who earns it, who's well suited. It's who's born when, where, and to who. And if you're not well suited and you don't fit in, they get rid of you somehow. That's such a nice family. If you outshine them because you're doing the job amazingly, then they get rid of you too. So it's not about doing well. It's not about merit. It's not about accomplishment. It's just about the ultimate family of narcissists. If they gave back everything that wasn't theirs, if they returned all the wealth, all the jewels, if they shared the land of that country with any level of fairness, they would not have what they have. If they gave back all the places around the world that they've stolen, they would not have what they have. So, people like that, who steal, plunder, pillage, lie, hide, kill, shame, abuse, exile, those who won't stick to the plot, the Robert Adelson who gets shunned because you're good. You care about truth and stuff. So we got to get rid of you. The Harry, Princess Harry and Meghan. And then regular people like me who work so hard, who have so much to do. Laundry, dishes, shopping, cooking, cleaning. That other lady said, I'm going to cook, clean, do the dishes, wash the dishes, put away the dishes, wash the laundry, dry the laundry, fold the laundry, hang up the laundry, put the laundry away, work out, take good care of my body, my health, my hair, and my nails, have a nice wardrobe, look good, and none of that even touches on working. And what if you have kids like I do? Oh, I'm so happy to be home. And now I got my exercise. Ugh. So I got many things done with that one walk. I got some exercise today, get my body moving, get my blood pumping, get some fresh air, some vitamin D, bought a few things that I need, laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, a little bit more coffee for me and my kids, water break. So now I'm home, can catch my breath, put this stuff away, and start my day. And thank you for joining me if you did, and for watching. So thank you for watching and walking with me and listening to me if you did. I appreciate you. And so now that I'm home, I can just add a few more thoughts before I finish up the video, which is that I got obsessed for a couple of days about what's going on with Kate. I literally went from, I don't care at all, I don't care about this mean girl, to, wait, what's going on? Why are they putting out faked images? That seems so weird. And then a day or two ago, there was finally a spotting, and all the people who talk about it are like, oh yay, we finally see her. And then you see like thousands of comments like, that's not her. And then other people are like, yes, it is her. And then the people who, like the royal creators, not the royalists, but the people who on TikTok talk about the royals all the time, that I follow just out of like drama, gossip, you know, interest, they're all convinced, oh, it's absolutely her. And I looked at the video, the one of her, supposedly of her and Will walking at the farm market, the Windsor farm market, and you see them. And I thought it was kind of weird that she looks like the same height difference, like she's like about up to here on him, but yet they both have on sneakers. And normally in most photos, if you look at where you can see them, she's got like 3-inch heels on, and it looks like he might be wearing one maybe even 2-inch heels, who knows? So meaning like his shoes, who knows if he has a little lift inside, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to let her 3-inch heels make her tower over him. Different shot in a different room than I ever usually am in. Not to tower over him, but what I'm saying is she's 5'9", he's 6'3". So if she's wearing 3-inch heels and then she's 6 foot, then it won't seem as if he's as tall as he is. So maybe he wears a little lift on the inside to balance out her heels. Who knows? I'm just speculating, gossip. So he boosts his heels 1 inch on the inside, 1 inch on the outside, like a mini Prince. What Prince used to do, although I think Prince had like 4 inches. And my son said that Trump does that too, and that's why he like tilts forward. But anyway, who knows? It's a blurry ass video that looks like it was filmed on a flip phone, and it looks like it was either they were like really, really far away and they were zoomed in, and then when you zoom in on that, it's like so blurry. Is it her? It could be. It looks like she lost even more weight, and she was already dangerously thin, in my opinion. You know, people speculate if she has an ED, and I think that to be that thin, there's some serious control going on. So, you know, but at the same time, there's serious control going on just to be in that environment. So that's part of the atmosphere and the culture. And usually people who have EDs because it's one of the few things that they feel that they can control. And so if they're in a very controlling environment and or abusive environment where they have no say or no control, people tend to do that because it's a way of feeling a sense of power. And then it manifests as a mental disorder that is also a physical disorder. So I have no way of knowing if that's what she has. I'm just speculating as an observer that she has always been extremely svelte. And if that's the case, then if you lose 5 or 10 pounds, it's going to look like. So as an already extremely small sized person, just losing 5 pounds can make a dramatic visual difference. When you're small size, it's like 5 pounds in between each size. And when you're larger size, the range of weight in each size is a lot larger. Meaning if you're a much smaller size and you lose 5 pounds, your clothes are going to look baggy and it's going to look so much more obvious. Where if you're a larger size, you could lose 10 pounds or 15 pounds and you might not necessarily notice as much. So I'm just saying, when you're really tiny, which she is, and you lose a very small amount of weight, it already pushes you into like crucial, because there's really nothing to lose. And that definitely impacts how you look and how unhealthy you appear. In my opinion, is whether she genuinely had abdominal surgery and that caused weight loss, which it would, and that's why she looks much thinner. That would make sense in that video. Or what I also think is possible is that none of what they've said is true and it's all lies. And maybe it has nothing to do with Kate at all, and they're just completely using her as a pawn. They're like, you are the most visible, liked one that's left, and you are going to be a pawn in our game because we need people distracted from whatever's going on over here, there, or you know, over there and over there and over there. We don't want people to look at that. So we're going to use this situation and put it out in the front, and we're going to scandalize it and profit on the whole, where's Kate? Where's Kate? Like, I can tell you that the psychology that even me as an American who doesn't care about the royal family, who thinks Kate is a mean girl, who did not like Kate, who felt like Kate was the problem. Kate was mean to Meghan. Kate did not like the fact that Meghan clearly, in my opinion, outshines her. She's so much more interesting to look at. Her fashion sense is so much more elegant. Kate literally wears a coat dress all the time. Like, girl, She has a platform. She has the money. She has designers who would do anything she wanted, and she's always in a coat dress. Okay, that's very boring. And then you have Meghan, who has style and class and grace, and she's modern and she's beautiful, and there's something interesting about her, and she's articulate, and she works hard, and she had her own career, and she has her own causes, and it's like Kate couldn't hold a candle to that. And of course, that's my completely subjective, biased opinion. Number one, I'm an American. Number two, I just personally think that Meghan is more beautiful than Kate. Kate is beautiful. I do think she's beautiful. I think she's got a lot of beautiful clothes. I would be lying if I said she's not also elegant. She's not also poised. She looks great in what she wears. But I feel like she could do so much more if she were a bit more of a fashionista. I do want to just add, I do think that Kate is an extremely beautiful woman. I think she's very beautiful. I also think she's like the ultimate beautiful plain Jane, kind of. And okay, so she doesn't only wear coat dresses, but I don't think her style is like, I mean, it's nice. It's nice, okay? I wear sweats and shit all the time, so I'm not trying to say I dress better. I'm just saying, with all the money and the resources, I think you could do a lot more if you were so inclined. It's just my opinion. And so what did she do? She clawed in the background and you know, helped to spread lies. And I believe William was part of that too. That's my American version, my opinion. And then now it's like suddenly Kate is like, where's Kate? Is she okay? Is she feeling bad because she got cheated on? And you know, did Will hurt her? Is she suffering from an ED from all the pressure and that caused the need for surgery? Is there surgery at all? Like, is she being hidden away in a tower? Like, you're not allowed to be seen or heard until we decide, because now the world is looking for you. They're worried about you. We're going to put out weird looking pictures and videos so people are like analyzing it, and literally their blood is going up. And by the time Kate finally steps out onto the wherever she steps out to, looking fine and fresh, the world is gonna like bow down and love Queen Kate. Excuse me, Queen Catherine. Well, she's not queen yet. And people talking about King Charles stepping down or stepping aside or having a regent, like, this guy waited for like 65 some years. He's 73 now. So he has been, I mean, it's like, and that's the thing. Are you waiting for your mother to die? I feel like he's been living his life. His mom was in charge. His mom did everything the way she did it. Now he's 73. Like I read somewhere, 73. Oh, there's the cat that I bought some food for. 73 is not the time where you want to start your dream job. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's 73. I'll be finally opening my dance studio and stuff. I'm going to go give this cat some food. Let me go see if I can catch him. Oh, I got so close. He actually came here. She came all the way up to me. And then a freaking car came. Like, he was across the street. And then a car came. He crossed the street and a car came and he ran right in front of the car, almost freaking getting hit. And then he ran like behind another house and he was like peeking, but I had the can of food and I opened it and he wouldn't come over. So I just left it outside. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to feed this thing. I'm not trying to get him freaking hurt. Anyway, so that was from that cat to back to Kate. My whole point is that even me, an American who thinks she's a mean girl, she pushed out Meghan, she pushed out Harry, she used all the gossip and backdoor and scandalizing that she could to make herself, everything she could and William could to make Harry and Meghan look like the villains, which I believe is because they were outshining them. They were more popular. People loved them. They were getting all the attention. And you're not supposed to do that because they're supposed to be more popular. And I believe that they did everything they could to make people think that Harry and Meghan were awful, and they couldn't speak their truth because they were locked in to that toxic family. And when they finally stepped away and they were able to speak their truth, I believe that they did. And I know that there's a lot of hate out there for them, and there's an extreme amount of hate for Meghan. But I believe that that's part of the smear campaign and the narrative and the racism. The interview that they did and the book Spare, which I'm listening to the audio version of right now, which I do like, those things came out making Kate seem like she's not the perfect girl. And there's rumors that Will is cheating on her, which may or may not be true. I have no idea, no way of knowing. And my whole point is, like, if you want to rehabilitate somebody's image, go into hiding, evoke sympathy for health crisis, and, you know, then put out some weird doctored photos, so people are like, start speculating and wondering and worrying about you even more. And, you know, it's like, well, if you just say there's a surgery and she's out by this date and then that's it, nobody's going to be like, what's going on? Because that seems normal. So you have to keep pushing. It's not like somebody else put this out and then they're like, what's going on? Why are you talking about Kate in a weird way? They put it out. They even supposedly had Kate take the blame. So Kate is being blamed for putting out doctored photos of her and her kids. And it's like, okay, maybe she doesn't look good and because she had that surgery, and so she wants to put out something that looks perfect, you know, but why not say that? Why not say, hey, you know, I'm sorry, I succumbed to social media pressure to look perfect. So I thought I'd put out this perfect looking thing, but sorry, you know, but no, instead it's this weird worded, as an amateur photographer, I like to play with editing, whatever she said. It's like, you know, sorry if there's confusion for the picture we put out. It's like, what the heck? It's so weird. Okay. But then at the same time, maybe that's exactly what they're going for people wondering and questioning, is that Kate? Why would they do that? Why would she do that? What are they hiding? What's going on? This and that. And all the time while we're over here talking about this, and the other thing, whatever's really going on over here, and there, we're not even bothered thinking about it. And that's what television programming is anyway. Television programming is to get the masses hypnotized on the messaging that the programmer wants you to be. So you're not thinking about all the crap that they're doing with the money that you pay for taxes and where it's going and who they're attacking and what resources they're stealing and all the crap. Like, I don't think that Americans are just as bad as the colonialist British. Come on, it's just a different flag, a different color outfit or whatever. It's all the same. And, you know, I was obsessed with politics many years ago, and I did deep dives, and then I was like, but this is all smoke and mirrors. Same thing with the royal family, smoke and mirrors. So you can get caught up in it if you want to, but it's, you know, if you get in the mud pit, you're going to be slinging mud and having mud slung at you. And I think that's true whether you're in American politics, the British royal family, maybe a lot of politics all over. Lots of things are not done because that's what's right, that's what's fair, that's who earned it, that's who deserves the credit. Many inventions are well known for inventors who didn't even do it. They stole it from somebody else. I've learned one thing I wanted to just say more. I don't feel great about not having a house. I don't even have a car right now. I don't have enough income where I can easily get a car. I don't have enough income where I can see myself buying a house for a long time, not until my source of income changes and the amount of it changes significantly. And that is very disheartening. And I have 2 kids that I'm raising, and it's very, very sad knowing how hard it is to provide what I want to provide. And then you see people who are so wealthy, and it's not that people shouldn't be allowed to be wealthy. It's not that, you shouldn't be allowed to be born into wealth, but there's this classist thing out there still that if you don't have a lot, then somehow you're not as worthy or you're not as meritorious. But it doesn't take merit to just be born into wealth. And, even my own clients who are in such a much higher bracket than me, it's interesting because my clients are in such a much higher bracket than me, but then they're planning some kind of host event with some other people that they know who's like way up here to them. And then there's people who are way, way, way up there to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's always somebody who's above you. I mean, I don't know if you're the King of England. Is there somebody who's above you? Maybe somewhere, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
who is more powerful than the King of England? So, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is more powerful than the monarch. Now, I can't really read what this says because it's so tiny. But I'm just gonna, if you want to pause and read it, you can. What people in the world have more power than the King of England? These are not very thorough. The British monarch, currently King Charles III, is the head of state in the United Kingdom. However, the monarch's power is subject to the Constitution. The British monarchy often attracts global attention, but there's wealthier, more powerful families from the Southeast Asia to the Middle East. So if you're interested, who in the world is more powerful than the King of England? And I don't know if like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and shit like that. This says President Vladimir Putin, but that might be old. Then Xi Jinping, I don't know if that's how you say it. I can't really read it. Ursula von der Leyen. Christine Lagarde. I can't see it. It's so tiny. The United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy. Okay, so he has some power. Apparently he's also above the law in England. All right, I'm not done nerding out with my ignorant ass self yet. So just to show the reason I can't see is because I screen recorded on my phone and now I'm trying to read what I put up there, but it's literally like a half of an inch and the font is like a size -12. So that's why I can't hardly see anything. Who's more powerful, Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk?
According to the Wall Street Journal, Amazon founder reclaims title for the first time since the fall of 2021. Jeff Bezos is back on top. .com founder is once again the world's richest person, eclipsing Elon Musk and jumping atop the Bloomberg Billionaires Index for the first time since the fall of 2021.
Now here I go trying to read what's on this tiny screen. Is Jeff Bezos more powerful than the King of England? So he's got a lot more money. He's got like $200 billion. And then the king is worth less. And then the royal family all together combined, they have money, but still less than Jeff Bezos. So this says that he's got 200 billion? How much money is King Charles worth?
According to Investopedia, for Charles's inheritance has reportedly made his wealth total over $2 billion, £1.8 billion, according to The Guardian. And includes assets ranging from estates and artwork, to jewels, racehorses, stamps and cars.
So King Charles is nowhere near, he has a fraction. He's got pennies compared to Jeff Bezos. And let's see, the royal family combined, they have a lot more money combined because of all of the land and the castles and all of the treasures that they've stolen. So, I'm not going to read all that stuff, but so, yeah, there's people who are a lot richer and there's people who are. What is the net worth of the British royal family? And here it's very difficult to see. 28 billion. And who is richer than the British royal family? And there's some We've got the House of Saudi, the royal family of Saudi Arabia. There's, so it says that they get more, like, they're more popular, but they got the King of Thailand. Something else flew by. I couldn't see because this font is the tiniest font in the world. It won't look tiny when it's on a big screen or a laptop, but absolutely tiny on my phone. So just looking into who else is wealthy and powerful.
Yeah, he's got castles and acres and acres and acres of country and power, but he's not a better person than me. He's not a better person than you. He didn't even earn it. It's like the ultimate the nepo baby. That is the literal definition of nepo baby. You have that role and that title and that crown strictly because of who you were born to and the fact that the wolves didn't destroy you till now. And you know, it's like someone else has said, many people have said, the fact that they still embrace Uncle Andrew, Prince Andrew, who has been proven to have sexually assaulted a minor multiple times, and yet they shun Prince Harry for shining and marrying somebody who isn't
the right whatever she's supposed to be.
And the idea that there's even a question or a doubt in anyone's mind, are the British royal family racist and or classist, and you actually have to wonder? That's literally their whole makeup. That's what they're all about. We're better than you, and you'll never be better than us. You'll never be as good as us. And unless you were born in this very specific ranking order, you'll never achieve the level of power and fame and fortune and all that stuff. And like, that's what I said, that's like the ultimate narcissistic family. Why is that elevated to something to aspire to or to admire or to revere or to bow down to? Sorry, but in 2024, nobody should be bowing down to anybody, okay? That is such bullshit. And it's just time to stop acting like some people are better than others, and that people who were born into wealth and royalty, it's like, I get it. Americans have their celebrities, the British have their royal family, but, and I do believe that Hollywood and the music industry and all of that is so corrupt, and you get ahead by being abused or being an abuser or doing things you don't want to do, soul-sucking work, stuff like that. And there's so much out there, so much information out there about one artist after another being squeezed of everything that they have and not being paid what they deserve, not being given the credit that they deserve, and it just destroying their lives. And there's so much of that out there. So I'm not in any way saying, hey, we're better than you. I'm literally saying there is no one person who's better than another person. And it's hard to be out there. It's hard to support yourself. It's hard to be financially viable. It's hard to have a support system if you don't already have one built in place. And even if you have a support system built in place, it might not be the support that you want and need. You know, like, maybe they support you as long as you go along with the narrative and you do exactly what they tell you to do, when, where, how, and why. And so that might be support, or it might be literally a prison. So I'm over here trying to figure out how I can live my best life, have the money that I need to buy the car that I need to support me and my kids, to get us around, and have a home that I can live in for all of my days, have a garden, have a dance studio, art studio, video studio, where I can write and do things like mental health for myself and others. So anyway, that's where I'm going to end this. This took a lot longer than I expected to film. The walk took longer. Now it's 10:30 and I have to get to work. So I don't even know when, if I'll put this out. Like I said, the other Wendy Adelson video is literally on pause right now because I don't even have time to get into that. And I have another hour-long video that's me talking about healing from SP obsession and learning how to love yourself, learning how to recognize that when you're obsessed with a specific person, it's because you have unhealed issues. And that's going to be for Patreon members, if and when I ever actually go ahead and edit that. And if I ever edit this and share it, then thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So before I go ahead and close this video up, I want to just add this. Got a shout out to my girl AllynAston, who just posted this. So I'm going to pause real quick, and then we're going to listen to it. You can go follow her on TikTok. And I believe she's setting up on YouTube too, and Instagram. She has Instagram. But so apparently TMZ, who had said that this was 100% Kate, and I'm like, why is she the same height as him, even though she's wearing sneakers and he's wearing sneakers? When she's wearing heels, she's like the same height. You know, I said all that crap. So now they're walking it back for that reason and some others. Take a listen.
Just like 2 days after TMZ said with their whole chest, it is 100% her, and they even whipped out the metadata to prove it, this host of the TMZ show and co-executive producer of TMZ, along with Harvey Levin, has been going viral saying he doubts that it's Kate.
Yeah, my gut was, it was her. But then I started looking at some of the comments and things that people are posting about why they don't think it's her. And they have some points about her height, compared to William, where her eye line is.
Well, if you want to know why it is that they're suddenly walking back something they said they were 100% sure about, I think look no further than the fact that they are putting out a TV special, TMZ Investigates, Where is Kate?
So anyway, that's the end of these thoughts for today.